The cost of living around the world is constantly shifting, and in 2025, some cities have become more expensive than ever. Whether it's housing, food, or transportation, these cities demand top dollar to live comfortably. Today, we'll explore 10 most expensive cities to live in 2025. Can you afford them? Breaking down the costs and what makes these places so expensive. Stick around to see if your city made the list, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon for more insights into global living costs. 10. Seoul, South Korea, Asia's rising cost giant. Seoul has become one of Asia's most expensive cities, with housing, education, and daily expenses rising rapidly. Rent in prime areas like Gangnam, Itaewon, or Hongdae costs $1,500 to $2,500 per month, with high deposit requirements, making home ownership a challenge. Beyond housing, food and transportation costs have surged. While affordable street food exists, a mid-range restaurant meal costs $10 to $20, and groceries, especially imported goods, are pricey. Education is a major financial burden, with families spending thousands on private tutoring. Despite these costs, Seoul remains attractive due to its modern infrastructure, world-class entertainment, and booming economy. However, the growing gap between salaries and living expenses makes it increasingly difficult for many to afford city life. 9. Paris, France, the city of lights, the city of high costs. Paris is a global icon of culture, fashion, and history, but living here comes at an enormous cost. Housing in areas like La Marais or Saint-Germain-des-Prés can exceed $2,500 to $4,000 per month, with demand keeping prices high. Beyond rent, transport, groceries, and entertainment are all expensive. A simple coffee costs $5 to $7, and a mid-range meal costs $50 to $100 per person. Public transport is widely used but relatively costly, and high taxes make budgeting even harder. Paris offers an unmatched quality of life, but unless you have a high salary, affording this lifestyle can be challenging. The city remains a dream destination, but living here requires significant financial flexibility. 8. San Francisco, USA, the tech hub that's getting pricier. San Francisco remains one of the most expensive cities in the US, driven by skyrocketing rent and tech-driven inflation. A one-bedroom apartment in central areas like Soma or Mission District costs $3,500 to $4,500 per month, while home prices often exceed $1 million. Everyday expenses are also high. Dining out costs $25 plus per meal, and groceries are among the priciest in the country. Transportation and high state taxes further increase living costs, making it difficult for middle-class workers to afford a comfortable lifestyle. Despite its booming tech industry and high wages, the affordability crisis has pushed many professionals to relocate to surrounding cities. San Francisco remains a dynamic and attractive city, but unless you're in the high-income bracket, surviving here is tough. 7. Tokyo, Japan, the cost of efficiency. Tokyo, Japan's economic and cultural hub, is both a marvel of efficiency and an increasingly expensive city. Housing in areas like Shinjuku, Minato, and Roppongi ranges from $2,000 to $3,500 per month, with high competition for space driving prices up. While public transport is world-class and relatively affordable, other expenses like groceries, imported goods, and dining out continue to rise. A mid-range restaurant meal costs $15 to $30, and while there are budget options like ramen and bento, maintaining a comfortable lifestyle requires careful budgeting. Despite high costs, Tokyo's safety, advanced infrastructure, and cultural vibrancy make it one of the most desirable cities in the world. However, the balance between high salaries and rising living costs remains a challenge. 6. Geneva, Switzerland, a city for the ultra-rich. Geneva is one of Europe's most expensive cities, known for its luxury, banking, and diplomacy sectors. Rent in the city centre ranges from $3,000 to $4,500 per month, and purchasing property is nearly impossible due to Switzerland's restrictive real estate market. Beyond rent, dining and groceries are extremely costly. A basic meal costs $40 plus, while high-end restaurants easily exceed $100 per person. Groceries, healthcare and everyday necessities are among the most expensive in Europe, making Geneva a city tailored for the wealthy. Despite its high quality of life, stunning scenery and strong economy, Geneva's high costs mean only the wealthiest can comfortably afford to live here. Many professionals choose to live in nearby France and commute, highlighting the city's affordability crisis. 5. London, UK, the cost of history and prestige. London is one of the world's most prestigious and historically rich cities, but it comes with a steep price tag. Rent in prime areas like Mayfair, Chelsea and Westminster can easily exceed $4,500 per month for a one-bedroom apartment, making housing the biggest expense for residents. Even in more affordable areas, high demand keeps costs elevated. Beyond rent, transportation and daily expenses add to the financial burden. The London Underground or Tube is one of the most expensive metro systems, with a monthly pass costing around $200 to $300. Dining out is costly, with a standard meal at a mid-range restaurant costing $40 to $80 per person, and grocery prices are significantly higher than in many other European capitals. Despite the costs, London remains an economic powerhouse with world-class education, job opportunities and cultural landmarks. However, without a high salary, affording a comfortable lifestyle in London is increasingly difficult. Many residents move to surrounding areas for lower rents, leading to longer commutes. 4. New York City, USA, the price of the American dream. New York City is synonymous with ambition, finance and culture, but living here is a financial challenge. With rent in Manhattan averaging $5,000 per month for a one-bedroom apartment no less, housing is by far the biggest expense. Even in outer boroughs like Brooklyn or Queens, rent prices remain highly competitive. Beyond housing, daily expenses quickly add up. Dining out, groceries, transportation and entertainment are all significantly above the national average. A simple meal at a casual restaurant can cost $25 plus, while a night out at a decent restaurant easily exceeds $100 per person. Public transport costs are rising, with a monthly subway pass costing around $130. Despite these costs, New York remains a magnet for dreamers, professionals and creatives. High salaries in finance, tech and media balance the cost of living for some, but for many, saving money while living in NYC is nearly impossible. The city's fast-paced lifestyle, cultural diversity and endless opportunities keep people coming, but affording the NYC dream takes serious financial planning. 3. Hong Kong, the price of living in a financial hub. Hong Kong is one of the world's most expensive and densely populated cities, with real estate prices that make even New York seem reasonable. A one-bedroom apartment in Central or Causeway Bay costs between $4,000 and $6,000 per month, with micro apartments offering tiny spaces at premium prices. Beyond rent, food prices are high due to Hong Kong's reliance on imports. While street food remains affordable, dining at a mid-range restaurant can cost $50 plus per person. Groceries, especially fresh produce and international goods, are significantly more expensive than in other major cities. Public transport is efficient and relatively affordable, but owning a car is nearly impossible due to high vehicle registration fees, parking costs and traffic congestion. Despite the extreme costs, Hong Kong remains an economic hub with top financial institutions, luxury shopping and vibrant nightlife. The city's fast-paced environment and career opportunities continue to attract professionals, but the rising cost of living is forcing many to relocate to neighbouring areas like Shenzhen. Two, Zurich, Switzerland, the cost of luxury. Zurich consistently ranks as one of the most expensive cities in the world, driven by high salaries, strong economy, and a premium quality of life. Rent for a one-bedroom apartment in the city centre costs between $3,500 and $5,000 per month, and home ownership is limited due to strict regulations and high real estate prices. Beyond housing, day-to-day expenses are exorbitant. A simple coffee costs $5 plus, and a mid-range meal is $40 to $80 per person. Groceries, healthcare and transportation costs are among the highest in Europe. Public transport is efficient, but a monthly pass costs around $100 to $150. Despite these costs, Zurich offers world-class living standards, a strong job market and top-tier infrastructure. High salaries help mitigate expenses, but for those earning below the six-figure range, Zurich's cost of living can be overwhelming. The city's exclusivity makes it ideal for the wealthy, but for the average worker, affording Zurich is a challenge. 1. Singapore, the world's most expensive city. Singapore has once again topped the list as the world's most expensive city to live in, driven by housing, car ownership and daily living costs. A one-bedroom apartment in central areas like Orchard Road or Marina Bay costs between $4,000 to $6,500 per month, while larger units can reach astronomical prices. No, I don't want to know. One of the biggest cost factors is car ownership. Due to Singapore's strict vehicle regulations and high import taxes, owning a car is one of the most expensive in the world, with some vehicles costing more than $100,000 due to the Certificate of Entitlement or COE system. Food costs also add up, with dining at mid-range restaurants averaging $40 to $80 per person and grocery prices rising due to import reliance. Despite these expenses, Singapore offers a high quality of life, excellent healthcare, top education institutions, and a thriving economy. It remains a global financial hub, but only those with high incomes can truly afford to enjoy all that Singapore has to offer. From Singapore's sky-high rent to Zurich's luxury lifestyle, these cities are dream destinations, but come at a steep cost. Would you ever consider moving to one of these places, or is the price too high? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss more fascinating content on global cities and the cost of living. See you in the next video.